Cool. So in today's news, it's crazy hot outside. That's why the door is open a bit because there's a bit of a breeze coming through. And it's really helping to cool me down a bit. Cool. So politics. Trump to Schumer. If there's no wall, there is no DACA. President Donald Trump reiterated. Sorry, that's a difficult word for me to read. President Donald Trump reiterated last Tuesday night that funding for his promised wall along the US-Mexico border remains a requirement for any deal to shield undocumented immigrants brought here as children from deportation. A declaration that came hours after Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said he would take wall funding off the table in upcoming negotiations. Crying Chuck Schumer finally understands, especially after his humiliating defeat, that if there is no wall, there is no DACA. Trump wrote on Twitter, "We must have safety and security, together with a strong military for our great people." Democrats voted Monday to end a 3-day government shutdown that began over an impasse over immigration and border security negotiations, with Democrats refusing to vote for a government funding bill. Okay, so that's politics in America. And Trump and his wall. Treasury Secretary, Munich throws gas on this hot trade, so I'm going to shut this door because it's like you can hear how loud it is outside because of traffic. The street outside is so busy. But yeah, anyway, so new 125 gig micro SD memory card will make you go power mad. So that's crazy cool. I've got an 8 megabyte. No, not 8 megabyte, 8 gigabyte memory card in here. So that's like half a terabyte, really. It's massive. I remember at one point there was 512 megabytes, I think. Okay, but anyways. Ex-USA gymnastics doctor to be sentenced after a week of emotional testimony. Shit, so let's see what this is. It's some lady, it seems. I'll try and look up more. I keep on forgetting that. Okay, so ex-USA gymnastics doctor to be sentenced after a week of emotional testimony. Langzen Mich, Michigan. So that's what Mich stands for. A Michigan judge is expected on Wednesday to sentence a former long-time USA gymnastics team doctor, Larry Nassar, to prison for molesting female gymnasts after a week of emotionally charged statements by his victims. Shit, stuff like that's just damn awkward for me to read, and I have a lot of compassion for these people, but I have nothing to relate, so I'm just going to shut my mouth before I say something stupid. Yeah, so the woman I saw on here was obviously the people that were sexually harassed. So that seems to be a thing in them these days. You can't open the news without reading about someone being sexually harassed or some shit. Okay, so Chrissy Teigen throws some serious shade at one Oscar nomination movie. I'm not sure who that is. Maybe someone can teach me. How many toes on a horse? More than you think. Shit. I thought horses had a hoof. So this is probably clickbait. I reckon it is, but let's see. The assumption that horses have only one toe is at least partially wrong, according to a new study. Seabiscuit Secretariat and never nag to ever pull a plow. Yes, Seabiscuit Secretariat and every nag to ever pull a plow had 5 toes on each foot, says a study released Wednesday that stomps on the notion modern horses only have one toe. Sorry, that's a difficult sentence to read. Yes, my reading in general is terrible. Maybe this is a way to improve it a bit. Scientists have long assumed that horses, zebras, and other equines gradually lost their digits over millions of years of evolution until all that was left uniquely among mammals was a great big middle toe ending in a hoof. That assumption is at least partially wrong, according to a study published in the journal Royal Society Open Science. We provide evidence that the missing digits are in fact still present. All 5 digits have merged to form the compact forelimb with hooves we know today. Okay, so fucking horses have toes. Matthew McConaughey's brother explains why he decided to name his children after beer. That's pretty funny. The guy almost looks like Matthew McConaughey. The self-made millionaire doesn't need the help of his movie star brother to get ready for his close-up. Matthew McConaughey's big brother, Mike Rooster McConaughey, has teamed up with his longtime partner and friend, Wayne Butch Gilliam, for a new reality TV series on A&E named Rooster and Butch, which aims to help aspiring entrepreneurs achieve the American dream. For news, that's another call that was blocked. Edgar's again. Yesterday they were fucking doing the same thing. Fuck you, Edgar's. I'm never gonna go to Edgar's because of the fact that you spam people so much. It's ridiculous. Fox News spoke with the dynamic duo about how Texas helped them obtain financial success, as well as why McConaughey chose to name his children after beer. Naked wedding dress baffles at Paris costumes, so that's fashion. Food I'm going to skip. I've learned to just pass those. In pictures, River Seine bursts banks in Paris. Hectic. So this is another thing about like sexual harassment, it seems. Female journalist goes undercover at posh men-only London fundraiser, reports widespread groping. Each year for 33 years, the President's Club Charitable Trust has organised a fundraising dinner at London's exclusive Dorchester Hotel to benefit worthy children's causes. The attendees last night, as in the past, were an elite from Britain's business, finance, fashion, entertainment and political establishment. An esteemed group, if ever there was one, as the club's website says. Esteemed to the man, because it was indeed a men-only event, men only, except for 130 hostesses hired to cater to the needs of roughly 360 attendees. Among the hostesses this year, however, were two who were infiltrators, a female journalist from the Financial Times, Nate Madison Marriage, and a woman working with her who went undercover to report on the event. They applied for a hostess job and got them. The first giveaway of the seedy behavior would unfold at the secrets of dinner. Sorry, let me read slower. The first giveaway of the seedy behavior that would unfold at the secrets of dinner came even before the reports got there, while they were being prepped as hostesses. The job requirement included tall, thin and pretty, the FT's Marriage reported, while the dinner was black tie only for the hostess. It was black sexy shoes, black underwear, and short tight black dresses, along with thick black belt resembling a corset. Damn. Now that is obviously a bit of exploitation. Mandrid orders Brussels reps to... Yes, it's crazy. It's ridiculously warm. I feel like my face is probably glowing at this stage. Team Trump talks taxes, trade and dollar, SoftBank, GE quarter revenue, how to use OneDrive, our guide to Microsoft Fleece cloud storage. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, all these services. Well, I don't know OneDrive, I do use Microsoft for Windows, obviously. Facebook just acquired technology to quickly verify someone's ID. Let's make this the last one before I pass out here. Yeah, see, it's ridiculously warm. It's really like, I should have done this probably a while ago, but just put on like some air, even if it's not even the aircon, just like some cool air. See my warning lights and things going off for like gas and what have you. And like the fan's actually still like on the pot that it clears up the window when it gets foggy if you're driving and you're raining. Okay, but cool, I'm gonna end this soon. How Amazon HQ2 can impact your IT staff. Yankees and Astros are on an inevitable collision course for control of MLB, so that's sports and football again, like that's more for the Americans, I guess. Kremlin rejects talks of boycotting the Olympics for now. Moscow, the Kremlin has dismissed talks of an Olympic, so let's read about Russia. The Kremlin has dismissed talks of an Olympic boycott after some Russian top athletes were barred from competing at the Pyeongchang Games. Several of the country's top medal hopes, including six-time short track speed skating gold medalist Victor Arn, were barred from next month's games amid the country's ongoing doping scandal, which has already forced Russia to compete under a neutral flag. Asked whether the Kremlin might consider a boycott in light of the new restrictions, Dmitry Peskov, a spokesperson for President Vladimir Putin, said, "Right now it is important to avoid words like boycott." Peskov said the Russian government is going to focus on communicating with the International Olympic Committee to defend its athletes. Yeah, shit. Jessie J just won a Chinese reality singing show. Meghan Markle, Princess Diana, and Kate Middleton have all worn Prince of Wales check. Have all worn Prince of Wales check. Oh, so it's like a Prince of Wales check. It's like a pattern. That was kind of weird to read. So Elton John to retire from touring almost after 50 years. Yeah, Elton John is a legend, I guess. Like a candle in the wind. I love that song. Elton John to retire from touring after almost 50 years. So Elton John is retiring from touring after nearly 50 years. The 70-year-old singer is planning to reveal his decision to quit touring in an announcement later on Wednesday. Sorry, that was like a part of a pop-up closing the word. The musician's website displays a countdown clock set to 5:30 p.m. GMT alongside the statement, "I finally decided my future lies." Yeah, cool. So that's that for today. That's probably going to use my data at work that I can use to upload. Yesterday I actually had a problem. Like usually I do always on. So thank you, Always On. You guys are legendary. But yesterday they gave me a bit of trouble for some reason, so I couldn't log on. So I had to use Tron F31. Fine, not bad at all. Like 500 megabytes, not as slow as I thought it would be. So kudos. Cool. So we'll catch up soon, I guess. Almost thought if I switch off the car, I would switch off that thing, but obviously that's not gonna work.